Hi, myself Aqil and I bring an amazing story for you. Would you like this story? Do like, share and subscribe. In a remote hilly area, a boy named Aqil lived with his parents. 11-year-old Aqil was a 5th grade student. His father worked for a contractor who broke stones from the mountains and sent them to different parts of the country, while his mother did sewing and embroidery for women, which sustained their livelihood. After finishing his studies, Aqil would help his mother by delivering the clothes she stitched to the women who ordered them. This saved his mother time, as she didn't have to go out herself, and Aqil would also buy any supplies she needed from outside. One day, Aqil had to deliver clothes to a woman who lived far away. By the time he handed over the clothes and started his way back, evening was approaching. As he walked on the uneven, deserted mountain path, he heard someone groaning in pain. It seemed like the sound was coming from near a large rock. "Who's there?" Aqil called out as he moved closer to the rock, only to see a beautiful boy, about his age, sitting there holding his foot and groaning. A sharp thorn had pierced his foot, causing it to swell and bleed. "Who are you? How did you get here? And how did this thorn get into your foot?" Aqil asked, surprised and curious. "I'm in so much pain, and I can't muster the courage to remove the thorn. Can you help me?" The boy asked for help. Aqil nodded and bent down near his foot. "Look, that's such a beautiful rock over there," Aqil said, pointing to the side. As soon as the boy looked in that direction, Aqil quickly pulled out the thorn. "Hey, the thorn is gone. I was so scared it would hurt a lot, but you handled it perfectly," the boy said happily. Aqil smiled and tore a piece of his scarf to bandage the boy's injured foot. "Thank you so much, friend. I'll always be grateful to you. It's getting late, we should both head home now." "Alright, but where is your home? And you haven't even told me your name yet," Aqil said. "My name is Bantu, and my house is across the forest," the boy replied as he slowly stood up and waved before walking away in the opposite direction. Aqil hurried home. When he reached home, he found his mother worried. She asked why he was late, and Aqil honestly told her everything. His mother praised him a lot for helping someone. Later that night, Aqil's father returned home exhausted and seemed upset. When his wife inquired, he explained that the contractor, under the guise of selling regular stones, was illegally smuggling valuable ones. The authorities caught him, and the work had stopped. Now, Aqil's father worried about how they would manage household expenses. Days passed, and the savings from sewing and embroidery ran out. One day, there wasn't even enough money to buy food. Aqil's mother handed him an embroidered shirt and asked him to deliver it to a woman so they could use the payment to buy food. On his way back, after delivering the clothes, Aqil saw Bantu. The two friends started talking. When Bantu asked about Aqil's worries, Aqil explained everything. Bantu then gave him a golden pouch and said, "Keep this safe. Whenever you face a problem, pray sincerely and plant one seed from this pouch into the ground." Aqil returned home and gave the money to his mother. His father bought some bread, and they all thanked God for easing their hunger. Before going to bed that night, Aqil prayed and planted one small seed from the golden pouch in the soil behind their house. The next morning, they were awakened by loud knocking on the door. Aqil's father opened it to find a friend standing there. "A major company has signed a government contract to mine these mountains. The locals have recommended you as an honest man, and they want to make you in charge. Come with me, they've called you," the friend explained. Aqil's father was overjoyed and went with him. Aqil and his mother were thrilled. Aqil ran to the back of the house and was amazed to see a small plant sprouting where he had planted the seed. One day, Aqil prayed for blessings in his mother's work and planted another seed. The next day, another plant sprouted. Whenever Aqil went to the mountain to deliver clothes, he stopped at the spot where he had first met Bantu, but Bantu was never there. Time passed, and Aqil's family's financial situation greatly improved. He kept the golden pouch and its seeds very carefully. He never forgot Bantu. One night, Aqil made a unique wish and planted a seed. The next morning, he was delighted to see Bantu at his house, along with a very beautiful woman. Aqil ran toward them. "Where were you, Bantu? So many months passed, but I didn't see you," Aqil exclaimed. "We had to leave," Bantu replied with a smile. "Where did you go? Why didn't you tell me?" Aqil asked. Bantu became your friend because of your kindness and gave you the magical golden pouch and seeds. We are human-friendly beings but don't reveal ourselves to ordinary humans. Your wish compelled us to visit you, the woman said, surprising everyone. My mother is right. You are hardworking, good, and kind-hearted. You helped me, and I helped you. If you had made a bad wish, the seeds wouldn't have sprouted, and the wishes wouldn't have come true. We came here from fairyland to honor your wish, Bantu explained. So, are you? Aqil stammered. Yes, we are not humans. I am a fairy's child, and my mother is the fairy queen, Bantu revealed, leaving Aqil astonished. It's time for us to leave now. Always do good deeds, avoid lying, and keep helping others. Otherwise, the golden pouch and seeds will disappear. Goodbye, my dear friend, Bantu said. As Aqil and his family watched, the two vanished into thin air. His story key description Lik Kardu. So, how did you like my story? If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, share, and subscribe.